Alright. Okay, it's been a little bit since I've streamed, again. This time it's because, Seattle apartments, they maintain heat way too well. I'm still getting a little bit, used to my new adjustments because I've changed the furniture in my room. So, I might have to move my mic a little bit because it's not. Yeah, maybe that works. Hello, Minty Cow. You might hear a fan sound a little bit. That's because I've got a fan blowing at me right now. Because I don't got an AC unit. And like I was saying, Seattle apartments, they maintain heat so well, it's actually stupid. Like when it gets to about let's say 28 degrees Celsius, it feels like nearly 40 in here. I'm trying to think of what that would be in Fahrenheit. I've been using Celsius for like 3 or 4 years now. And I'm starting to reach a point where I just can't think in Fahrenheit anymore. No fan-only music. Is the audio balancing alright? It looks alright on my end, but, you know, visualizer bars are... they're not always trustworthy. Sounds good to you? That's good, at least. But yeah, welcome, Minty Cow. Hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to be looking into playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We played the first one... how many years ago was that now? It's like 1 or 2 at this point. We played through the Definitive Edition as well as its DLC. And I know that was a while ago. I'm just trying to... okay, so it was like 2021. Oh, jeez, I had finished it up. See, I had finished playing it in about October of 2021. Huh. Time flies. Heard the older games of the series have terrible HUD display. I thought the first game had decent HUD. I don't know about the second, because, again, this is going to be my first time ever playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I have heard that the third one is an overwhelming monstrosity when it comes to HUD. I won't know for sure until I make it to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But yeah, I didn't realize just how long I've been away from streaming. Because I'm looking through what I have posted on here, and it's like, I got completely shafted for a year thanks to, what's it? My internet service provider when I was still living in Missouri. Because they just straight up did not, fix the problem we had at all. So I just spent a whole year being unable to stream because it was just constant. Remake / remake. Why would there be a remake or a remaster of a game that came out within like the last, what, year? Well, okay, I guess I say that, but Last of Us had a remaster pretty early in its lifespan too. I don't understand remasters. I like them when they're of games that are actually in need of it, like System Shock 1. But when it comes to like more modern games, it just feels off. Because I don't think of The Last of Us being an old game. Even though that came out in like, what, 2013? Like 10 years? Oh god, it was 10 years ago. I think, at least. It was 2013, right? The games... It keeps showing the TV series and so yeah, 2013, 10 years ago. The Last of Us is 10 years old. It doesn't feel like it is that old, and then it is. Okay. Let us get started with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 before I go on a whole tangent about how time is unfair. By video game standards. Yeah, 5 years old is old by game standards. That much is very true. Ooh. But time is fair, treats everything equally. I don't know if I'd say it treats everything equally, because there are some days where it just feels like it goes too fast, and others it goes too slow. I do like this title screen. Very moody. Oh! It's a transition! That's actually really cool. That's your brain, not time itself. I mean, I guess, but, like, still. Oh, hey, Windex. Yeah, this is the Xenoblade. Finally doing Xenoblade 2. Because A, internet is no longer a problem, and B, heat is no longer a problem. Because it seems like I'm just destined to have issues. 100% never seen this game. Were you here for the first one, at least? What's this? Am I gonna have grapple hooks? Definitely haven't 100%ed it twice. That is perfectly fair, because the first game is really good. Ricky is the best character. Huh? Oh, it's like a Fulton device. So wait, are the clouds an ocean? Done the same with 2. Ah. I'm gonna be blind here. Like 500 hours. That's a lot of hours. Suddenly, in-game graphics. We are no longer pre-rendered, baby.
We really do need to buy ourselves a new depth probe. The ping was off by 150 peds to the east. That's not gonna fly.
And what about the treasure, Rex? Was it in line with your expectations?
It seemed pretty solid. Didn't even have to reinforce it too much. Even with the labor costs, we should be able to turn a decent profit.
Honestly, it takes you 2 days to run the structural analysis. Yet somehow you can gauge the profits in an instant.
Don't go raining on my parade, Gramps. You know I'm in the salvaging trade for the cash. A little business sense goes a long way. All right? Whoa!
Crab. Shrimp?
I didn't expect that. You've been living in this thing, big guy.
Rex.
No worries, Gramps. I think we know what's for lunch.
Seems like a really cramped space to be having a battle. Time to earn your lunch. To initiate combat, the first thing Rex needs to do is draw his weapon. No, shh. Oh yeah, he doesn't need to draw a weapon, he just stands there menacingly and the enemy falls over from embarrassment. What's producing that light so deep down in the ocean that looking up you see no light? Draw your weapon, simply press A while targeting an enemy to display the target, just press R. You can tell which enemy you're targeting by the target marker above its head. Incidentally, you can also sheathe your weapon if you'd rather not continue a fight. It's as simple as holding down R and pressing B. When you approach the targeted enemy with your weapon drawn, you'll execute attacks automatically. This is your standard auto attack. Got all that, now it's time to draw your weapon and start preparing your lunch.
Okay, time to take you down.
Auto attacks are delivered in sets of 3. The attack power increases with each blow.
Yeah!
Take a look at these icons on the lower right of the screen. When one of these activates, it means an art is ready to use. Arts are special techniques distinct from auto attacks. These icons are laid out like the controller buttons, so just press the corresponding button to use them. After using an art, you'll have to wait until the recharge gauge surrounding the icon has refilled before you can use it again. The recharge gauge will refill as you auto attack enemies. Try pressing X now to let rip with X's anchor shot art.
Anchor shot! Ha!
The enemy just dropped something. This item. Are you gonna explain what an HP potion does to me? Oh my god, they really are. Should you use your arts immediately to deal serious damage or save them for when you need bonuses like that HP boost? Consider your arts tactics carefully.
Why not? Ha!
Xenoblade 2 guide messages are your new hell.
I'm getting better.
Are they like really bad?
An entire horizon of white. A sea of clouds. And at its heart, the world tree, piercing the heavens. This is the world we call home. Allrest. Story goes that when the world was young, everyone in Allrest lived on the tree, together with our divine father, the architect. According to the tales, it was a bountiful land. And the people there held the power to command even the heavens themselves. They called that paradise Elysium. But then, one day, we were cast out. Nobody knows why. Perhaps we angered our creator. Or perhaps it was something else entirely. All we know is we were forced to leave Elysium, to live here in Allrest, where it turns out life was pretty hard. But when it seemed like we would surely die out, the architect took pity on us, sending his servants, the Titans, to save us. The few of us who survived settled on the Titans, and we've lived in harmony with them ever since. But now those Titans are beginning to die out.
Turn blue to red.
The brazier does my weary old bones much good.
You want me to move it, Gramps?
No, that's quite all right. Leave it right there.
Righto.
That is a huge mouth. Sky whale. Kind of? Cool, whatever it was.
Not another one. Been happening a lot lately.
More so than before.
I wonder if anyone was living there.
It seems not. And if there had been, they would have all left by now.
Makes sense. Hey, Gramps. Do you think Fonset Village will be gone too one day?
It would not be today or tomorrow, but one day, yes, it will fall.
And you too?
That's how it goes with us Titans. There's no way around it.
Eventually. There'll be nowhere left to live.
Sadly.
So, you Titans were born up there. Is that right?
So they say, for what it's worth. Mind you, I was born here on Allrest. As for my ancestors, who could say where they were born?
Can it really exist? This Elysium, and the Creator, who said to live there?
A land of plenty atop the world tree. If such a place did exist, perhaps we could all live in peace, with no need for fighting.
Sure would be great. For everyone. Even folks in Fonset. If the Divine Architect can see us now, I wonder what he thinks.
Oh, that's pretty.
All right. Back to making money. I think this haul should be enough for today. Oi, Gramps! Care for a little swim to the Argentum Trade Guild?
You're planning on selling it now? It's getting toward my bedtime.
Don't play the lazy old man with me. There's plenty of sunshine left.
Kids these days. No respect, I swear.
Y'all need airships. I see some Napon. Oh. Speaking of airships. Kind of.
Why, if it isn't Rex? How's business?
Going all right, else I wouldn't be here.
Fair point. So, which one am I unloading?
We can leave that until I'm done negotiating. Shouldn't be too long.
Well, mooring is 15 gold per half day.
I'll have your gold after I sell the stuff. All right? Later.
Hey, hold on! You know I can't do credit! Does it every time, too.
No wallet, I'm afraid.
Figures.
Awesome. This thing's huge, and it's not even a Titan ship.
Looks like our adventure's really about to really get going, and you can count on me. Who's me? Is the narrator, like the narrator, a whole character themselves? Count on me to offer timely explanations of any new game features you encounter. When you close this tutorial screen, you'll see Goldenmouse Return Port pop up on the screen. This is letting you know you found a landmark. When you've discovered a landmark, you can return to it instantly with skip travel at any time. If you're defeated in battle, you'll be returned to the last landmark you visited. Allrest has a great variety of landmarks, so discover as many as you can to help you on your adventure. And just in case you ever find yourself struggling with basic controls... Okay, I had a moment seeing that. I know that they're referring to the D-pad, but I just got done playing, like, Nintendo 64 games, so it's like, is it C buttons? Because to me, that's most recognizable as the Nintendo 64 C buttons. Or at the very least, the GameCube's weird C stick. Whatever happened to those buttons? And they're striking yellow. Everything's gray and boring these days. Left is for battle controls, up is for camera controls, and right is for field controls. Right? Look at that small boy. Hi there. Rex, my boy. This Napon here just arrived to do a bit of sightseeing around Argentum. I keep saying the central exchange is inside Goldmouth, just after you enter the ship. But he just doesn't get it. And now he wants me to take him up to Lemoore Inn on the 3rd floor. I'm a salvager, not a tour guide. I have met people like that. Let me tell you a few things you might find useful. First up, I'll explain the regular. See that arrow is pointing to? That's the compass. I know what a compass is, game. That mark on the compass indicates the direction that Rex should be headed in. Digits above the mark on the compass show the distance to your destination. Again, I know how compasses work. I've played video games before. You do like how the game tells you obvious things? I personally don't like that. But that's just me. The way I see it, I feel like it tells you absolutely nothing about major mechanics. Oh, it's one of those games. So it wastes its tutorial on the stuff that doesn't matter. Of the game not being good. And you've beaten this game 100% 2 times. Is that correct? You've 100%ed a game. It ain't intentional, just poorly designed. Love the game. Fair enough. It is a piece of trash. That's how I feel with some of my favorite games, honestly. Great example, actually. The original Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 both are incredibly messy. They're great, but there are parts about them that are just so insanely messy. The entire second half of Dark Souls 1 is garbage. And the stat management of Dark Souls 2 is a mess. But I love both of those games. The DLC is good, though. I'll check out the DLC after I beat this. The main idea is that I want to get started on Xenoblade 1. This time I'm actually going to do side quests. I don't know if you remember when I was playing Xenoblade 1, but I didn't do any of the side quests, and I got dumpstered for it. Environmental... Okay, so environmental information, I feel like that is a okay thing to point out. Like, it's not insanely useful, but like, I feel like that's something that could use an explanation, especially knowing the first game and how certain like encounters could only happen in very specific environmental situations. Like certain monsters could only spawn during a thunderstorm or at night. So that is not bad to have like just constantly on screen, because I don't think even the remastered version of the first game had that information constantly on display. Or if it did, I don't remember. The UI is actually so much better than 1 as well. I actually liked the first game's UI quite a bit. There were certain bits of information that I feel were lacking, but I did like 1. It's quickly become one of my favorite RPGs. It hasn't overtaken Dark Souls in that regard, because Dark Souls 1 is, to this day, still my favorite. First game's menus were like the original first game menus, or both versions of the first game? Because I played only the definitive edition, and I didn't have too many issues, but I also didn't delve into gems much, and I didn't do much of the side quests. The original. I did hear that the originals were really bad. Definitive edition's menus were fine. Yeah, I didn't have much issues with that. They're explaining how a mini-map works? So, let me get this straight. This game's rated what? T for teen? And they're treating the players like they just exited preschool. Do you know what a mini-map is, Sonny? Okay, now that, right there, being able to switch between full screen and mini-map view, that I can actually say is a good thing to show. Oh gee, I would never have guessed what this was about. It's not as though it shows the button to press, and it... The teen rating would have made more sense if Monolith Soft didn't have to change the game. What do you mean? Do they have to make, like, updates? Because they had to add more fan service because Xenoblade 1 did good? Fan service how? Like, showing stuff from the first game as like, ooh, hey, remember this? or the other kind. Because I know that the other... Oh, yeah. The other kind. I know that that's a whole thing that this game is kind of infamous for. It hurt you? I don't know any, like, just anything that was benefited from that kind of fan service. If it didn't have it, I genuinely think it would have been the best Xenoblade game. Oh, it's that egregious, huh?
Underived.
Oh, that...
What? That's it?
It's life, Mayor. There's still more than I give to non-friend. If you bring military supplies, then you get good price. Ceasefire between Mor Ardain and Uriah not keep for too much longer, methinks. So weaponry is hot item. Well, what friend think? I'll make it worth your while.
I told you before. I stay away from that sort of thing.
Oh, it's shame. Reg's good salvager. Could be good way to earn pretty penny. Waste of talent, if you ask me. Anywho, where were we?
I'll take your offer. 200 now, and you know what to do with the rest.
Okie doodles. Sending monies to Coroner Fonset Village, is right?
Yeah.
Is a beautiful thing. Sending money home at such young age. I touched. Wish my own dum-dum little pond did same.
It's 'cause Gramps doesn't charge rent. Hey, hey! All right, I'm counting on you.
Roger, pleasure doing business.
There is one certain character you avoided like the plague because of their particular design. I know that there's one character that is kind of a pest. And that's literally the only character that I'm familiar with outside of Rex and his dumb outfit.
Hello, Rex.
Papunin, been a while.
Rex looking high spirits? Ah, no, how say, yes, Peppy.
Been worse? So, you got something for me? New job, maybe?
Something like that.
I love his little
By
outfit.
the way, Rex come from Fonset Village in Leftherian Archipelago, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Why'd you ask?
You should go straight to boardroom of chairman.
Wait, what's going on?
Chairman Banner asked for Rex by name.
The chairman. For me?
Yeah, Rex's outfit is kind of funny, but I actually kind of dig it. Like, it's stupid, but in a charming way. If that makes any sense. I guess the best way to put it is, it's designed in a way that, like, someone thought it was cool. And it kind of, like, has that vibe of the artist really thought it was neat, but it's kind of silly in retrospect. Hold up a second before I forget. I've been controlling the camera. I know how to do these things. Shut. I'm never gonna use auto camera. Above. Yeah, I actually like Rex's design. Like, I never thought it was bad.
Thank you
Goofy,
for
but
accepting summons.
kind of cool.
I, Banner, chairman of Argentum Trade Guild.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, that outfit sucks.
We hear from purporting that friend is salvager of some renown. That being case, I have dincy-wincy thing to ask of Rex.
A request straight from the chairman.
Reward is 100,000 gold.
100,000?
Friend here, right? Actually, that just the advance. Another 100,000 provided upon completing job.
200,000 gold in total? I must be dreaming. I'll do it. I hereby swear to use every skill I possess to ensure this job is successful. I promise I won't let you down.
You agree without even hearing details of job?
Oh, right. What kind of job is it?
You really have skills for this?
Of course, I'll be fine.
If you say. Here, crew will explain the task. Bring them in.
Recognize the name Bana?
Sir?
Not entirely. Oh, here's the character I know. Only because everyone just spams Scottish whenever she appears. Ooh. That's a cool mask.
Drivers and blades. Whoa, they look so cool.
So, there's something that we want to haul up. There were some current shifts. It showed up in an uncharted area. But it's a long way down.
Nice. I like a good challenge.
Banner offered to assemble a team of veterans for this job. But this crew very picky. They want small elite team and only from Letheria. That when Banner have stroke of genius. Should hire Rex.
Ha ha! You made the right choice.
A child salvager. Jen, don't tell me we're gonna have to hire some babysitters for this outing too.
Oh yeah, it is
What the
Welsh.
hell? You look as much like a kid as I do, lady.
At least I wouldn't wet myself for the promise of a measly £100.
What are you trying to say?
Rex, was it? I implore you to excuse my lady's discourtesy.
I want to pet him.
Dromark, what have I told you about speaking for me? Shut
Drop
your...
it, Nia. Though I do see your point. In any case, it should be easy enough to make sure.
What? Ah! What are you playing at?
Well, well, well.
Malos, what good is it beating up a kid?
You said it yourself, didn't you? What if the kid's not up to it?
I said nothing of the sort.
You did think it, though, right? And anyway, now we know. You'll do right enough. Though you don't look like a driver. Where'd you learn those arts?
Gramps showed me a thing or two, even when I was little. That was his idea of playtime.
Well, you've got some skill, I'll give you that. Guts, too. Kid, you better work hard.
Fluffy.
Meh. Friends are such rowdy bunch. Here is advance. Use to buy what gear you need, then go to dock on starboard. Banner has arranged excellent vessel for you there.
You got it.
Like Malus, and that makes me feel like an edgelord supporter. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Right then. There are plenty of preparations to make, but first I should probably check in with Gramps. If I just took off on some random shit without telling him, I'm sure he'd give me hell later when I came back. Okay. Got something? Chairman Bana explain everything, then we'll get to work straight away. And buy good equipment with money from Chairman Bana. When friend ready, head to Goldmouth exit dock. We have outstanding ship ready for commandeering. There we go. Gramps was over here. The name Banna gave me a heart attack when I first played. Is it one of the
And that about
notorious
covers it.
monsters or
All right,
whatever?
See you later. Should be back in a day or two. Take it easy, Gramps.
That does not about cover it in the slightest. Why would you take a job you know nothing about? You don't even know who your employer is.
This came straight from the chairman, remember? What more do you need? Anyway, I'm off. You can take a nap while you wait.
Hey, come back here, will you? Rex!
It was the name of a Napon drug dealer in the Hang on, what? Is this a side quest thing that I missed? I know nothing about this. To remember, it was the last stream before I realized you didn't do the Napon drug quest. So I didn't do it then, and that's why I did in fact miss a Napon dealing drugs to Hyantia. I had no idea. Drug house in Alchemath? What in God's name? Okay. Well, now I will spend the rest of this game wondering if there's a similar thing coming from the chairman. Now that I've got Gramps, you didn't get permission, mate. It starts from the most inconspicuous of quests. I still gotta do more of the side quests from Xenoblade 1 at some point. But start making preparations for this mission, and 100 grand to spend. That sure is an exciting prospect. I could buy a whole new cutting-edge salvaging suit, but no, I can't splurge this all at once. The folks back home need this money more than I do. I'll hold off on making any big purchases and just head to Chinini's accessories. Always best to be prepared for anything. I might end up fighting a crusted, like on my last salvage. It starts from giving someone a mixer. I know what these are. Please silence. One of these days they're gonna explain something that, like, actually... What makes Banna so much funnier is that he has the same fight music as Egil. He's much higher level than Zanza? Well, if there's anything I learned today, it's that drug dealers are more powerful than God. Ah, friend Rex, good to seeing. Hi, Shinini. You still got that thing we talked about before? Finally saved up money for purchase? You got it? Can I have a look? By like 2. Ooh, that is a pricey vest. Taking a big job direct from chairman. Oh, that quite impressive. But I'll be going into uncharted water, so I want to make sure I'm prepared. That accessory sure to protect Rex. Shinini guarantee. Good luck on job. Not as cursed as one of the strongest Xenoblade 1... Did that lady just phase into me? I feel like she just phased into me. not as cursed as one of the strongest Xenoblade 1 monsters being a Bunnet, which is like level 112. That sounds about right. Walking NPCs do that a lot. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet all over again. Right, now that's sorted. And I've got a fair amount of cash left. Time to spend some back home to the folks at Fonset. I'd best go see Melilo at Central Exchange again. Xenoblade 2 actually looks so good, though. So far, yeah, it does look really solid. Characters, accessories. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, they've streamlined this a lot, huh? Mobile game looking ass. So that's where the save is. Options. I'm just taking a look through everything real quick first. It's alright. They streamlined the accessories and equipment, but it's still hella complicated, although playing as Rex at a certain point becomes a bit button mashy. I feel like that's what Xenoblade 1 kind of boiled down to eventually as well. Okay, so jump sounds are no longer every time you jump. Or maybe it's because the voice lines are so long. As in, at one point you can spam one art over and over and over again. Oh. That might be something. Rex back again? Did friend forget something? No, I didn't exactly forget anything. I just decided to make a cash transfer. Rex find money on floor. Mopon round here very particular about money, so it should turn in even small change. I didn't pick up any small change. Actually, I got my hands on a big sum. Big sum? Like 2,000 G? I'd rather not bandy the number about too much, but more like 100,000. Not so bad. But where Rex get all that gold? Actually, no need to tell Melilo. Melilo not want to get mixed up in shady business. It's that big of a deal. Any hoodles, Rex. Melilo not able to accept such large sum here anyway. Should take directly to courier. All monies Melilo can accept here always delivered through courier called Max. Oh, okay, Max, I know him. I didn't know he was also delivering the money for me this whole time. Huh. Well, this certainly makes things quicker. Friend know where to find Max? Yeah, he'll be just up in the Argentum Bazaar, right? Thanks, Melilo. Over and over again with infinite recharge. There's no farming or grinding, really, in Xenoblade 1. This game is different. Oh, so there is some grind in this one, eh? What's with the level 1?
Okay, time to take you down. Yeah! Yeah!
Interesting. Certain request requires you to get like 5 million gold, and getting 1 million gold takes a while. Interesting. If you could just go through the game regularly, you wouldn't get 1 million until the last hour or two of the game. That's something. Hey Max, I'd like to transfer some money. Well, if it isn't Rex, pretty rare for a client to drop cash off in person. It's a big sum this time, so Mello said I should bring it straight to you. You're quite the guy, you know. Not many people send all this money back to their folks every single month. It's not that big a deal. So how much are we talking? I don't want to completely empty my pockets, so after leaving a bit for myself, let's say... Can I deliver 90,000 G to the Coronin of Fonset Village, please? It's quite a healthy sum. Did you haul up some huge treasure? Something like that. I took a big job from the chairman. And that sure sounds like a pie I'd like a piece of. Oh yeah, and I've got a delivery for you too. Good thing you dropped by, or else I'd have had to track you down. It's actually from the same Antiquarian actually. Oh, it's Brized Cloud Sea Shark. It looks delicious. I'll have to dig into that later. Thanks, Mark. Take care of that transfer for me, okay? You can count on me. And if you go through the game regularly, you wouldn't get 1 million... Oh, wait, I read that. The biggest issue with 2 is the fact that 90% of the quests kind of suck. Ah. Hello there, friend Rex. Ruri, proprietor of Whiteside Salvaging at your service. No need for introductions with me, Ruri. I was thinking of going to check out some cylinders in a bit. Well, that perfect timing. Ruri, just getting brand new cylinder type. If having time, friend want to test out? Really? You'd let me? Rex is up-and-coming star of Salvager World. If Rex approve of quality, easier for Ruri to sell. It's not every day you get a chance to test out a brand new product. I'd be glad to help. Then it's settled. Come see Ruri on rear deck shortly then. Ruri will make preparation. I'd say I spent like 50 hours just waiting because of a certain quest. I feel like when I was playing Xenoblade 1, I had at least a couple quests that did that too, but it was mostly because they wanted you to like only do a thing if you had like a certain amount, not a certain amount, it had to be a certain weather condition, and weather conditions were random, so you'd just be constantly fiddling with the clock, hoping to God that this time you finally get the thunderstorm. They actually make you do stuff though. Doing nothing. Not even fiddling with the clock, then? This is brand new cylinder. Please test out at nearby salvage point and tell Ruder the impressions from using. Did you fiddle with the clock? Trying to learn about salvaging. The icon you can see in front right now marks what we call salvage point. As long as you have cylinders handy, you can go salvaging at one of these points at any time. Follow the on-screen instructions and hit the buttons at just the right time to get your hands on some treasure. Time it right and you'll get high-quality treasure. When timing's off, the value of the treasure will decrease. There are salvage points all over Allrest, and the type of treasure varies from point to point, so if you find a new one, be sure to give it a try. By the way, if you're short on cylinders, you can buy them at any salvager's shop. You'll be able to find these all across Allrest. An expensive cylinder is likely to get you better quality treasure, but even a cheap one can yield a decent haul, so use your gold as you see fit. For the moment, you better use the cylinder that Hururi gave you and see how it goes. By the time you will probably start the quest, you'll have done most stuff already. Oh. I thought I was gonna plummet to my demise, but apparently the clouds are water. Okay, I realize how stupid that sounds having said that aloud, since, yeah, technically they are, but I don't think you can swim in clouds. If you could, that'd be kind of cool, though.
Time for some treasure hunting.
Oh.
Huh. Onwards.
I didn't expect it to be that style.
I'm back. Miss me? Ha! You're all mine.
Surely clouds inside just feel wet. Maybe? Can't say for sure. With my friend all finished, how was new cylinder? Question. If you tell him that the cylinder was awful, does he actually say it? Like, does it change anything? Or is it just a how do you want to respond kind of deal? Because you can never tell with these RPGs. Sometimes you have no clue. Oh, that might be something for me to look up. I don't want to hurt his precious little heart. Fair. Look at him. He's just so tiny. He good boy. Also here, friend give present of 3 normal cylinder. Can use in same place as before, meh? Happy salvaging. If friend ever run out of cylinders, please drop by shop anytime. We make deal. Need to say something? Rex is like 14. Yeah, they mentioned that he was like a kid. Keep that in mind going forward through the... That's ominous as heck. I hope you understand that. Fishy fishy on 3rd floor. One thing I have heard is that this game is very much guilty of being aggressively anime. Pass by ya. Welcome, friend. Now then, what should I buy? Let's keep it cheap for now. Saying something that isn't foreboding isn't my style. Right, I've got the accessory I wanted. I'm all sorted for food. I think that should be just about it. There's still time before I have to leave, so maybe I'll rest up at the inn. Could head back to Gramps to rest, but he might try to give me another lecture, so yeah, the inn seems best. I have plenty of cash left, and it can't hurt to rest in a comfy bed once in a while. The inn should be just past Rumbletum Canteen. Let's get moving. Poor Nopon is getting insulted. They're trying to sing. Trying. This game is legitimately explaining inns? I mean, I guess there's like the whole bonus experience thing, but yeah. Like, please. So, slight tangent here. I would really appreciate it if games would change how they handle tutorials. Because a lot of games, they just have one tutorial type for everyone. What I feel like should be the case, rather, first off, tutorials for first-time playthrough. There's nothing worse than wanting to replay a game and then having to go through a million tutorials because the game still thinks that you're playing for the first time. And second off, I feel like a tutorial for the newest of players and a tutorial for people who are slightly familiar with games would be a good idea as well. I understand that's a lot of work. It's not as though it's super easy to make video games. But it's still one of those things where it's just like, it would be really nice to not have to worry about just being bombarded with tutorials on things that I personally am familiar with, but other people who might be brand new to the world of video games aren't familiar with. Because there's no doubt in my mind that, to some people, this might be their very first RPG. Lord knows my first RPG was Final Fantasy IV. Or technically Final Fantasy II in the West. Because our numbering scheme was all manners of weird. But, like, I probably could have used some tutorials back then, when I was little. It would be time-consuming, but it would definitely help a lot of people. Yeah. Because an issue I see with a lot of games, both modern and old, is that I don't think I have seen a single game get a tutorial really good. I've seen some that get them alright. I know firsthand how clear a tutorial needs to be for people new to a type of game. Yeah. Like, for me, I am not very good at fighting games. I need a really good tutorial for fighting games. Because they're not something I play very often, and I struggle to memorize combos. But you bring me into, like, an RPG like this, I know how RPGs work. I've been playing RPGs since I was able to read. I like how Tears of the Kingdom done tutorials for stuff covered in Breath of the Wild. It didn't. You see, that makes sense, though, because that is a direct sequel. I don't know if Xenoblade 2 is going to end up having a plot twist that involves it being connected in some way to Xenoblade 1 or not, because I know that Xenoblade 1 had a plot twist that connected it to previous Xeno games. Which, speaking of, I do at some point need to play the previous Xeno games. I'll do that eventually. Even with a good tutorial, fighting games are unrelenting. I'm going to say that depends on the fighting game. Because some are worse than others. Like, Guilty Gear Strive, yeah, it's kind of hard, but it's not the worst I've dealt with. It's got some of the easiest combos outside of Dragon Ball FighterZ. If you want a fighter that you can basically figure out by mashing buttons, Dragon Ball FighterZ is the pinnacle of that, in my opinion, because all of the combos are so easy, so fast, it's really easy to pick up and learn. Guilty Gear Strive, the combos are easy, but it's slower. And ironically, that makes things harder. There's also if you're playing PvC or PvP. Oh yeah. Welcome to Lamore Inn, rest place of all traders. Select it has room fee, short rest. Select a level? I don't seem to be able to select anything.
Yeah, I'm feeling stronger than before.
What a dorky voice line. But, I think a really good example of a fighting game done very, very, very wrong is honestly For Honor. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game, but it is terrible at teaching players. Which I guess isn't really saying much when the whole fucking genre is basically infamous for being bad at teaching players. They're considered intimidating for a reason. I've had an easier time getting into bullet hell games. I half expect For Honor has spawn camping, or did when I last played it, just forever ago. Spawn camping is still very much a thing, but it's not a very common thing. Because if you're getting spawn camped, usually you've already lost anyways. Because that only can really happen in Dominion. And if you're being spawn camped, first off, you don't have any of the points. Second off, because you don't have any of the points, your team is probably really close to breaking. And you're probably going to lose anyways. Never even played it. So, here's what I'll say about For Honor. Absolutely terrible new player experience. But if you're willing to look past that potential aspect, it is actually a really satisfying game to learn. Do get used to the netcode, because it's still kind of funky even after all these years. But it's not a bad game, it's just funky. I would... If I'm to point to any fighting game, though, to try out, it's still Dragon Ball FighterZ. You don't even have to like Dragon Ball to be able to get into it. It's a very nice game, in my opinion, as far as fighting games go. This really is so different from sleeping on that little hunt on Gramps' back. For some reason, I feel like I've gotten a bit stronger. Anyway, better head to the meetup point. It was Goldmouth exit dock down on the ground floor, right? Guess there's still time to look around with Goldmoth a little bit if I want to. I think any of the Smash games are the worst fighting games to start with. I don't know if I'd say that, because... So, Smash games are... So they're not traditional fighting games. They're what we now know as platform fighters. They didn't have their own genre name originally, but as time went on, they eventually became known as platform fighters. And as far as platform fighters go, they are fairly decent, because the fundamentals usually carry over in 2D fighting games, but Smash just plays different. Yeah, because it's a different genre. Likewise, Lethal League is considered a fighting game, but I would consider it closer to a platform fighter, even if there's not really platforms to deal with. Lethal League is kind of a thing on its own. Which actually, I'd recommend that game very highly. One of my favorite experiences is just to boot it up with a friend and see how fast we can get the ball before someone explodes. But I shouldn't dawdle too long. Yeah, I know what shops are.
Ugh, I slept like a baby.
Ugh. One handy item at a time. That's the ball one, right? Yeah, so Lethal League is basically dodgeball, the fighting game. You have to hit the ball to mark it as your own. And every time the ball is hit, it gets faster. Your goal is to hit the ball into your opponents to knock them out. It is on Switch. In fact, I actually have it on Switch. I have it on PC as well. It's a game that I personally really enjoy. I've played it so many times. You got a quest. Bother. Can't use Napon as muscle. And I can't just ask the Ardanians? Something wrong? Oh, hi. Well, actually, I brought some cargo in the harbor that I brought from Uraya to trade, but it's an ever so slight nuisance. Pouch items generally kinda don't matter. Is that so? It's a good guess. It's not exactly a person. It seems that Trent Crabbles love the stuff I'm transporting. To go get it, they clamber on deck and try to steal the cargo, but I hired some goons to stand guard, and they all got done in. So I'm out here looking for someone to replace them with, but I'm having no luck so far, so I'm starting to feel a bit dire. I'd like to help if that's okay. You're saying you'll take the job? Thanks a bunch, pal. You're one in a million. The cargo's in Goldmouth Return Port. It's pretty large. You can't miss it. It'd be great if you could chase off the thieving Trent Crabbles. Thanks in advance. Leave it to me. There are 2 buffs that they can give that are actually busted, though. I give a Crabble the name Trent when they're clearly Joffrey's.
Okay, time to take you down. Yeah! Anchor shot! Ha! Okay, bring it on.
Hello. Joffrey? Isn't that how you pronounce it?
I guess I really am the best. Yeah! Ha!
I'm not sure if my mic is missing the E in it or not, but I'm saying Joffrey.
No! We lost the upper hand. Yeah!
Everyone I know says it like Jeffrey. I have not heard it used like that before.
Yeah! Did I do that?
Language is weird, that's all I'll say. feel like that'll only be a useful ability for when I
guess I really
get an
am the
actual
best.
party. Well, I don't think Trent Crabbles are gonna come back anytime soon. Glad I don't get annoyed about name stuff. I honestly don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced like Jeffrey or Joffrey. Let's see. How to pronounce Joffrey. I see a video on it.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name, as well as how to say more interesting related and some of the most, how do you say it, as Jeffrey, although some
Jeffrey?
people, some other families, and maybe some other countries, or depending on the origin of the person, they may say it as Joffrey.
Oh, it's a regional thing. So, some places would say it Joffrey, and others would say it as Jeffrey. It's a regional thing. That makes sense. I wonder where I picked up on Joffrey then. That might be something to look into at some point. Because being Irish has provided me with the knowledge of names you would not believe. I mean, I've heard some weird names. I have no idea how to pronounce the name on screen right now. Like, sold? Who knows? Language weird. It's just not the same without Aliu. I need Ryan back. I forgot where they were. Back, thank you. Thanks to you chasing off the Trent Crabbles, I was able to make my delivery. I'm really grateful to you. No problem at all. I'd feel better if someone tough like yourself could guard my wares, but sorry, but no, you know. If those Trent Crabbles come snooping again, I'll try hiring some mercenaries from Garfon. They say those Murphs are buff as buff can be. But I digress. Here's your reward for protecting my wares. Please take it. Calamai? Calamai is still the funniest name to hear people attempt when they have no clue about pronouncing it. I imagine, because I don't know how to pronounce it. I just did what seemed natural to me. And yes, Minty Cow, language is weird. In German, the literal translation for, their word for gloves, if you translate it literally, is hand shoes. I forget what it is, like the word itself, because my brain is focused on too many things at once. Let me double check. I still need to work on pronunciation. Why don't we take a listen?
Handschuhe.
Handschuhe. Handschuhe. I need to work on my German. Hand shoes is amazing. So, the thing I really like about German from my time learning is German is extremely direct. And it's kind of charming. Quiva is kind of how it's said. What? You get Quiva from that? How? Amazing the Z isn't working right on the keyboard. Ah, that always stinks. Oh, that actually reminds me. Speaking of Z and German, it's taken me a while to get used to it, but the German keyboard actually swaps the Y and Z positions. So instead of a QWERTY keyboard, it's a quartz. Is it French? I think they mentioned Irish, so I'm going to assume Irish.
Wheeling out the maelstrom for this. Banner sure has deep pockets.
Gawking at a boat. What are you, 12? Wait, maybe you are 12.
What's my age got to do with anything? I can tell an awesome feat of engineering when I see one.
You don't close your mouth soon, you're gonna swallow a fly.
What's her problem? We're nearly the same age. Also, you might want to watch where you stand. Otherwise, when we cast off, that rope will take your leg off.
Huh?
Gotcha!
What, you little...
Now look whose mouth's hanging open.
Rex,
They're gonna end up flirting soon, aren't they?
there's no one seeing you off, right? You got night watch. Till then, rest up inside.
Aye, aye. Later.
Oh, they're totally gonna end up flirting with each other later. That or it's gonna be one-sided, like a fucking, Oh, I've dropped 2 F-bombs today. I'm way out of practice for the streaming thing, apparently. My bad. What's her name? Melia? The, half Hyentia, half human lady from the first game who has an extremely one-sided relationship. Shulk. French is bonkers. To be honest, I don't think I've seen a single language that isn't bonkers in its own way. Like, I don't get a lot of, as they call them, romance languages or whatever. Because they have, like, a lot of very gendered things, like a table, it can be female or male, depending on the language. It's just very odd. Before you head off on the big job, I'd like to explain something about... They're really going to tell me about how to sell things. This game thinks I'm an idiot. Never thought I'd see the day you'd be riding on the Maelstrom, Rex. Suppose it goes to show how far you've come as a salvager, eh? I'm proud of you, lad. Now, are you all set? We're setting sail as soon as you're ready to board. That's what I like to hear. Come on then, hop on. We're heading into uncharted territory for this job, you know. I'm getting goose pimples just thinking about it. Goose pimples. That is a very odd way to say it. The ultimate plot twist would be that this game takes place when Shulk gets shot, although that would make 0 sense. This is the world inside Shulk's bullet hole wound. Because you could connect Fire Emblem to Xenoblade 1 through that. I mean, let's face it, any writer insane enough can connect anything to anything. there's probably someone out there who can connect Kingdom Hearts to the Call of Duty franchise. Doesn't matter how close or distant they are, there's probably someone who has connected SpongeBob and Rocco's Modern Life. Which actually, saying that out loud, that is a crossover I'd like to see. Rocco's Modern Life with SpongeBob. That sounds like it could be entertaining. Though, that said, I don't think Rocco's Modern Life is ever really fully coming back. We got the movie, but I don't think there's going to be much beyond that. Was too young for Rocco's Modern Life. I think I mostly saw reruns of it. Because I'm not particularly that old either. Because that was mostly a 90s show, wasn't it? Yeah, 1992. So I mostly saw reruns of it, because it ended in 1996. So about 2 years before my human existence. Only 16. I happen to be 25, and that's a fact that still baffles me to this day. Time's flying, I'm a quarter of a century old. Eventually, this human body will give out, and I'll be back to a ghost, proper. We should be reaching the Uncharted Zone tomorrow, but there's plenty of time left until then. I guess I should go and talk with the clients for a bit. Still don't know as much about them as I'd like to. Besides, it's not every day you get to talk to real drivers. Oh, and once I'm done with him, I should go see Monel. I'm meant to be on lookout duty tonight. He won't be very pleased if I never show up. Oh, someone's playing Splatoon 3. Hello, I would like to harass you. You seem awfully quiet. Did you get seasick or something? I'm not seasick. I'm just not used to ships with this many salvagers on, that's all. Well, if it's wearing you out now, you'll be a wreck by the time we reach our destination. I can handle myself, alright? Oh yeah, they are totally going to be flirting with each other at some point. The music in this area is so nice. It is really nice. Master Rex, are you prepared to begin salvaging? Let us all work well together to make this mission a success. Wouldn't have it any other way. I like this big tiger man. The music in all Xenoblade games are good. Yeah, so far, I agree. I haven't seen...
It's a new day, everyone!
Okay, Rex. I haven't played X, mostly on the count of it being a Wii U game, and I don't have a Wii U. 3 has some meh tracks. Wouldn't know, because I haven't played that either. From what I understand, 3 is one that you need to have played previous games for. So I'll wait on that. Pupunin, what are you doing here? Meme? Pupunin is taking vacation, yes. Just going on a little pleasure trip. That's a little suspicious. When I say meh, still better than other RPGs, yeah, you need to play 1 and 2 before playing 3. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Rex, it's time to eat, drink, and be merry. It'll be a while until we reach our destination. Get yourself rested and ready for to face the trials ahead. That's the Salvager way. I'd absolutely love to, but I've sort of got guard duty. That's too bad. Well, make sure you guard like no one's ever guarded before. Even mindless tasks like that are a part of life's little lessons. They originally said you didn't need to, but that was just a flat-out lie. I imagine it might have changed, like, in development. Things do happen. Oh wait, I forgot to talk to the guy that was down here. Hello, scary mask man. Hi there. You're from Lefthera, are you? Sure am. I was raised in Fonset Village. The village is right by the Cloud Sea, so I grew up swimming in the clouds. That's why salvaging work comes naturally to me. I'm pretty confident in my skills, despite how I may look. Very good. He seems nice. No, they said that like a month before it came out. That's weird then. I think it was to keep stuff a bit more hush-hush so people wouldn't know much about the game. They swam in the clouds. Yeah, I did it a bit earlier. I was swimming in the clouds. For some reason, the clouds are ocean here. Ooh, you look cool. Evading Malice's attack when you're not even a driver? That's impressive, boy. I look forward to seeing how you handle the work ahead. Is that a compliment? Thanks, I think. Booze, booze, I want booze. Who is requesting the booze? You not go see Monol and take over lookout duty? Monol is on the platform just above here. Steps a bit rickety, so careful you not fall off. Someone was just screaming about booze over here. Mates, I'm 16, I can't drink. At least not in the US of A. Oh, they're below deck. Alright, Malice. What do you want, kid? I'm called Rex, actually. Pleasure to be working with you. So, I'm guessing you're not going to fill me in on exactly what we're looking out for here? That's the idea, need-to-know basis. Why, are you curious? Well, I sure am, but I'll do the work I'm paid for, whether you tell me or not. That's what I'd like to hear, kid. I just hope your skills are more advanced than your age. My name's still Rex, not Kid. Swim like a fish and drink like one too. Even I don't drink that much. Is it just me, or is the lighting on him kind of borked? He seems like he's getting hit with a lot more shadow than my character is. So you finally arrived, have you? Well, are you going to keep watch or aren't you? I can start the shift. At last I can get a breather. I think I've earned myself a drink or two. It's not looking too good out there. I'd steel yourself for the worst. If something comes up, give me a shout. Don't worry, I won't be drinking myself into a stupor or anything.
That's the black ship from the harbour. Is it following us?
It's way too cold up here.
You?
I'll have you know I've got a name. It's Nia. They've started boozing below decks. You should join them.
Why aren't you there?
It's not that I hate it. I just really don't need a headache right now.
Huh. Good thing you're not a salvager then.
Why's that?
Swim like a fish and drink like one too. That's the salvager's code.
Phew, sounds terrible. I don't think I'll be changing careers.
Probably for the best. Anyway, I bet you drivers earn a hell of a lot more than salvagers do.
So, kid.
My name's Rex.
Okay, Rex. Why did you start salvaging in the first place?
That there.
The World Tree. I don't get it.
You know, you find all sorts of things digging through salvage. Some of it trash. Some of it treasure. But all of it from people long gone. Have you noticed how there's fewer Titans each day? I saw one go under just the other day. It was a pretty big one. There must have been loads of animals still living on it. Living space is running out. Day by day. And sooner or later, we'll be the ones sinking down into the cloud sea. But up there, Elysium is waiting for us.
Seriously, kid? Elysium? Don't tell me you believe that gaff. So that's, why you're a salvager? It's just a lie for children. And that there is just an overgrown shrub.
If there's a way to get up there, maybe it's hidden below the clouds. Is it really that crazy?
Seriously, though?
There'd be no need to fight over dwindling land and resources. No need to worry about our homes sinking away. Everyone could have peace and security. I mean, a dream like that, isn't that worth believing in?
Nobody can tell you what to believe, but... everyone, huh?
What?
I always thought people were pretty selfish by nature, but you...
Huh.
Do you have parents?
No. When I asked Gramps, he told me they died when I was just a kid.
Gramps? Oh, the same one who taught you to use arts.
Yeah. He basically raised me himself. He's not like us, though.
Not like... I'm not sure I catch your drift. But this Gramps of yours sounds alright.
Huh.
And you're alright too, kid. Not that different from me.
Oh no, JPEG rain.
We're in position. All personnel report to stations. Salvage team, suit up and proceed to hatch.
More so that Rex doesn't really get a lot of shadow on him no matter what. Oh, so it's a shader issue.
Your target is located inside a shipwreck 450 pairs straight down. Searching the wreck while submerged is too high risk for our tests, so we'll be using flotation devices and cranes to lift the hull first. Next, you'll split into teams and explore the interior. Once the target is found, retrieval can commence. If that's clear, let's begin with attaching the floats. Get into position.
We're paying you lowlifes a lot, so don't screw it up.
You smug so-and-so.
Is it just me or is the audio balancing kind of not great here? Also, I really love the Nopon scavenger outfits. Audio balancing in 2 sucks. I'm seeing that.
Is that it?
Oh, that's massive.
it looks pretty ancient. Is that the propulsion mechanism? I've never seen one that shape before. Which country made this?
I hope one of these days they make a Xenoblade MMO and they let you play as the Nopon. I'll even take, like, just a cooperative RPG. As long as I can play as the Nopon, like, as a custom character, that would be great. I love being able to make custom characters in games. Xenoblade MMO would be epic. It would. And I say that as someone who really liked the first game but hasn't fully played the second or third yet. Because 1 and 3 nail Nopons. Yeah, I did like the Nopon in 1. Ricky being my favorite character definitely is the first bit.
Whoa, that's massive.
The appearance matches our reports, but it's what's inside that matters.
Object is secure. Proceed to second phase.
Excellent work. You're not half bad, you know that.
I do this for a living, remember?
All teams, proceed inside when ready.
Right then, let's get moving.
Someone sounds bored.
You with us.
Me?
You're gonna drag the kid along. Seriously?
Guess he thinks you need all the help you can get.
Oh, yeah.
That face! He wasn't even moving his mouth.
Don't just stand there. You've got your orders, haven't you?
He laughed without moving his face. Also, no idea why. The ship's design somehow reminds me of Phantom Dust. If anyone is even remotely familiar with Phantom Dust. Please, for your own sake, ignore the faces because they are so bad. Like, bad funny or bad as in, like, please, this is ruining the story? Or both? But, as I was saying earlier, the ship that we had just pulled out of the clouds, it reminded me a lot of the design of some of the larger monsters in Phantom Dust. If you're not familiar with what Phantom Dust is, it was an Xbox exclusive. These days you can play it on the new Xbox. I hate that Xbox One is now a thing. Because I can't just say Xbox One and refer to the original Xbox anymore. But I digress. The original Xbox had an exclusive called Phantom Dust. It was a card-based battler game, and it had very specific monster designs that remind me a lot of how that ship is designed. Where it almost looks biomechanical in nature. Really cool game, by the way. You can play it free these days, and it has multiplayer if you want to beat up your friends using explosive fireball cards. Oh, it's a really cool game, and the fact that you can get it for free these days is a steal. Like, I played it because I had run into a random YouTube video that was like, hey, this game is mostly forgotten and it shouldn't be. And then they explained the game and it's like, that actually sounds like fun. Phantom Dust. And you don't need an Xbox, you can play it on PC these days. I think you have to go through the Microsoft Store to download it. But you can actually play it for free, play it with friends. I played it with a friend, I think a year ago, and I dropped an entire, like, chunk of bridge on them while just throwing random explosive cards at them. I need to play that on stream, actually. I'm gonna add that to my list, because I haven't gone through the entire single-player campaign yet. Game is hard, but it's so much fun. Oh, okay. I thought it was just telling me what my characters were. I should read. You've acquired new comrades to accompany you on the adventure. You can adjust the setup of the party front in the main menu. Characters change order. No matter how many friends you make, you will never be able to have more than just 3 party members, until the 3rd game into the battle at once, so choose carefully. The character set to number 1 in change order will be the character that you control. No 2 characters fight in exactly the same way, so you can experiment with just a few and find whose playstyle fits your playstyle the best. There's no telling what you'll find in an undiscovered region. Best to remain vigilant. Still, you'll be with a bunch of drivers. Drivers have incredible strength, so you'll probably be fine with them. Just concentrate on fulfilling your role in the mission. The 3rd game lets you hop enemies with all your party members. I know that it's supposed to allow, like, 6 characters at a time, right? It's an isopod.
Let me show you what a driver can do.
She's got, like, chakram. Oh.
Let us make you stronger. Sword bash. Is this to your liking? With toppers. Quicken art.
Angster shot. I'm feeling stronger than before.
It feels so much weirder than the first game.
Amazing. So that's how drivers and blades fight?
So ruthless. It's like they're monsters themselves.
Nice. I'm sure glad these drivers are on our side. You too, Dromark.
No need to get hysterical. It was a walk in the park.
Yeah, but still.
That's enough yapping, you pair of brats. Let's move!
Talk about self-important.
Gramps always taught me to respect my elders.
Elders.
Yeah, those two are definitely gonna hit it off at some point. Hey, wait a minute. I saw you earlier. Are you...
They make short work of monster. These no ordinary fighters. Big job in Moradane going well too. There's much money to be made from these people.
Oh my... His mouth flaps. They weren't even timed properly to his laugh. Love how Malice talks. Almost Vegeta vibes. It's time to let you in on a handy battle tactic, how to lure enemies. If you target an enemy from a distance without drawing your weapon, press down on the D-pad and you can lure an enemy towards you. It's useful for taking out a herd one by one, or when you prefer to fight an opponent in a wider space. Okay, yeah. Hold on.
And hit! Let's show him a thing or three.
Make sure you got my tail, Rex.
Ow! Ha! Ha! Yeah! We can do this all day.
I'm noticing that you can't move and attack at the same time like you could in Xenoblade 1. I know I'm supposed to go downwards, but I have to explore.
Let's show him a thing or three.
I can take care of myself.
Yeah! 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 Ha! Sword bash!
Sword strike!
Let's show him a thing or three.
Stay on your toes.
Movement cancels attack animations. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah! Ah! I missed! Sword bash!
Sword
We can do this all day!
I could have taken them all on.
You're all mine.
Leads into something I'm not sure is an intentional mechanic or not. It feels really weird that it cancels attacks, though. It only feels weird because I played the first game, though. Let's be real.
And arrived. Let's show him a thing or three.
I can take care of myself.
There's a lot of timing in battles in Xenoblade 2 compared to 1.
Ha! Ha! Gah! Yeah!
Can't cast certain arts. That wasn't back.
Grip you!
Ha!
You're late!
Treasure acquired.
Money. I already have a lot of money, but I could have more money. Wait, does it only cycle? Oh my god, it only cycles with the R button, doesn't it?
Let's show him a thing or three.
I'll do as I please.
Ha!
I'm stronger than this, you know. Much, much stronger.
I'm gonna get the camera controls real quick. There we go.
Okay, time to take you down.
The controls are just slightly different from how they are in the first game, and that's gonna throw me off.
Sword bash!
Didn't beat the last one in Xenoblade 1, though.
Okay, time to take you down.
Let's see what you got, kid.
Oh.
Ha!
I see that the AI is something else.
grip you!
You're late.
Sword bash! Yeah! Focus! Ha!
The menu being plus instead of X messed you up. You see, for me, plus makes more sense. It being X in the first game threw me off so often. Like, if you look back on the VODs of me playing the first game, there were multiple moments
Bring it on.
where I accidentally opened up the save menu instead of, like, the inventory menu.
You did good. Yeah!
AI party members always are worse than player controlled. Well, yeah, but, like, there's bad and then there's really bad.
Stop drooling.
Oi, you don't get to boss me about.
Okay, time to take you down.
Make sure you got my tail, Rex.
So far, Nia's the only one committed to learning my character's name. Like, they are useless sometimes.
New enemy in the mix.
That takes care of
How do you change targets?
Jaguar Flash.
Let us make use of it now.
Sure. Hey, Nia, I just found the shiniest trinket. You want to see? Hey, Nia?
Yeah, I'll check it out later. You're such a child sometimes.
Target enemy. Changed it. What are these? They had the targeting fine. Why did they change it to this?
And hit! Let's show him a thing or three.
Don't mind me.
Shulk, Melia, and Fiora had the worst AI ever. I never had too many issues with Shulk's AI. The targeting from Definitive is different to the original. Okay, fair. The original was pretty bad as well.
Take you down.
Well, at least they figured it out then. Because the targeting in Definitive is really good. But you think that they would, like, I don't know, update the second one to do that. Because they have the power to do that these days. Monado Buster spam had you heard?
Okay, bring it on.
Was I spamming Monado Buster a lot? The third one has worse targeting than one Definitive?
Is this to your liking?
So how do they handle it in 3 then? Because 3 came out after Definitive. The AI always uses the Monado art when their talent art is full. Ah, okay. I see. That explains why Dunban was always just completely ludicrous in damage.
You're all mine.
Dunban was always a really good character to have in the party. That's Dunban over there.
Yeah.
Treasure acquired.
By the way, to cancel targeting is to get an enemy off screen or hold R and press down. Is that for 3 or is that for this one?
And arrived.
Gonna cosplay Dunban, but cut hair recently. You do have some pretty long hair. Would probably work with fuel. For 2 and 3. Interesting. Guess I need to find some fuel. I'm gonna keep trying to change targeting like it's Definitive Edition. Well, I've got a side attack now.
Spinning X! Hey, Nia, I just found the shiniest trinket. You want to see? Hey, Nia?
Yeah, I'll check it out later. You're such a child sometimes.
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Sword strike!
Yeah! Double spinning X!
Focus! Hammer! Make haste and retreat!
Stormy topple! We can do this all day!
It was a meaningless victory.
I actually like what they've done by changing the targeting because it allows you to give better commands to... For the Definitive Edition for the first game, or what they did for 3? Let me explore a little. I think I've actually been here already. Right? No, I have
Treasure
not.
acquired.
Always explore. That is the #1 rule of any RPG ever. For 1, Definitive 2, and 3. The original just kind of sucked sometimes. I never played the original Wii version. Mostly because I didn't even know that it existed. That's a boss fight. Has to be. That's a shark with legs.
Not planning on letting us past, huh? Sounds like a challenge.
Let's show him a thing or three. Cut that out!
Oh, okay, hello.
Yeah!
The most goofy enemy type.
Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
You! Make haste and retreat!
Anchor shot!
Raging tiger! Chakra!
Sure.
Burst!
Sure.
Go!
Storm edge! Sword bash!
Do a ton of knockback stuff. I'm seeing that.
No, I'm fucked! Double spinning edge!
Make haste and retreat!
They're getting mad.
Okay. See that aura effect glowing around the enemy? That indicates the enemy is in a rage state. Certain enemies have a tendency to become enraged when their HP dips below a certain level. Enemy stats will increase when enraged, so be careful, they might be tougher than you expect. Okay, see that? That is a tutorial that actually is okay to have.
Healing Halo!
Chakra!
I genuinely believe that that's an okay tutorial to have in the
This,
game.
you know, much stronger.
Jin, check this out. There it is. Adam's crest.
Adam's crest. What does that mean?
You. Open this door.
Me?
This door will only open to one of you people.
One of me? What are you talking about?
Hurry up and do it! We're not paying you to ask dumb questions.
What the hell? You can't treat hired hands like that. Now, how do we open this thing? Oh, hey!
Jin did sound very racist.
So that was a release toggle.
Just as I thought.
Wait. There. Open that door too.
He gonna get hurt.
Let's move.
What is that thing? It's a girl.
Look. Yes, no mistaking it. That's the Aegis.
The Aegis.
Hey, Brat! Don't even think about touching that!
Huh? But why?
Don't take it personally. It's an act of mercy. At least you won't be alive to see what's coming.
What a waste of time.
Jin! Why did you kill him? Why? What did Rex ever do to you? Jin!
Let's ship out the Aegis. Nia, call the Monoceros.
Not even that long into the game and I've already died. It took Shulk a whole, like, 3/4 of the game before he got murdered. A certain scene is coming up. Uh-oh. Art acquired. Congratulations, guys, on the level up. You're not in my party right now? Alright, lady who is locked up in a tube, what are you gonna do? Gonna transform into a funky monster? You gonna turn into a sword? You gonna have bad fashion tastes?
Excuse me?
It's such a mournful sound.
Huh?
It hasn't stopped. Not in all these years.
Hasn't stopped? You mean that bell sound? Is the Praetorium somewhere nearby? Where are we?
This is Elysium. The land where long ago, mankind lived in harmony with their creator. It's where we were born.
Get out! Really? Is that a core crystal? You're a blade.
My name is Pyra.
What? Oh, right. Mine
From
is...
Smash Bros?
I know you. You're Rex, right?
How did you know my name?
Just now, when we came into contact.
Just now? Sorry. I can't seem to remember how I got here.
You were killed. Stabbed through the heart by Jinn.
Jinn? Through the...
Choke on your ice cream.
I remember now. That bastard stabbed me. Oh, man. This is bad. Everyone in the guild is in danger. No, wait. I can't do anything if I'm dead. Titan's fucked. If I wasn't dead, I'd kick that guy's ass.
Rex, I have a request. Can you take me to Elysium?
Turn me into a marketable plushie.
But isn't that here?
This world is merely a memory. An ancient, half-forgotten memory of what once was.
You know, if her outfit didn't show so
real
much
Elysium
skin, the design might actually
lies
look
in your
cool.
world, atop the world tree that rises from the heart of Alrest.
It honestly just looks stupid with all the skin
So
exposed.
it's like an illusion. But there's no way. I'm dead, remember? How can I help if I'm not breathing?
I will give you half of my life force. That way, you can be revived. As my driver. As the driver of the Aegis.
The driver? Of the Aegis? What the...
What will you do, Rex?
Is this place really your home?
I like the cape
Yes.
design.
And it really exists?
Rex, I know what you're thinking, and you are correct. By coming to this place, you can save the world. Save it from the slow demise that is its fate.
We wouldn't have to live in fear. Then there's only one choice. I'm in. Let's go to Elysium. I'll take you there myself.
Thank you, Rex. Now place your hand on my chest.
What? Are you sure?
Well, at the very least, they did it that way instead of the other way they could have done it. Because, like, the gem has already been shown to have significance thanks to the sword prior. But But she could have worded it differently. She really, really could have worded it differently. Congratulations, Rex. You are now a zombie. It's still weird. A little bit. But it could have been made less weird.
Nia, end them.
End? Like what?
The price for their lives has already been paid in full. Now that we have finally obtained the Aegis, the fewer living souls know about it, the better.
I can't do that. These people haven't done anything wrong.
I don't understand you. Now. Have you forgotten why you came here to begin with? Nia?
No, but...
Oh, for the love of... Fine, I'll handle it myself.
Well, yeah, that's what I was referring to. The touching of the core crystal.
What the...
It wouldn't have been as weird in that case. What a scream.
Rex?
You and that sword can't be!
It's kind of low to stab a man in the back. You bloody psychopath! Pyra!
Here!
Cover me!
Got it.
Jin, leave him to me.
Voice acting.
Sorry, kid. I can't let the likes of you just claim her power for yourself.
I mean, few people can scream like
This is
Shulk.
as far as it goes.
Yeah! Aegis, over here!
Just leave it out.
Give it a rest, Malos. Can't you see he's just a child?
A child? Don't make me laugh. This kid made himself the Aegis' driver!
The Aegis' driver. Rex is...
Yeah!
You're done!
Adam Howden is just a good voice actor. Yeah, he really is. He really sells certain scenes from the first Xenoblade.
Thanks, Pyra.
You're welcome. Now, don't let up!
Yeah!
Yeah! Please, Rex, stop screaming.
Quick!
Mallow, here!
I don't think so.
Hey, you bully! Over here!
They are terrible.
You rat. How can a nobody like you? Ah, but with those eyes, I guess I should have been more wary from the start.
What do you mean?
Like I tell you.
Okay, time to take you down.
Rex has been brought back from death's door as the driver of the Aegis. So you might need a quick primer on how a driver fights. First thing you need to know is affinity. See that bond of light connecting Rex and Pyra? That represents the affinity that exists between them. The affinity glows golden. It is a sign that the minds and driver are in harmony. Movement speed will go up and recharging arts will speed up. You can strengthen affinity in battle by staying physically close to your blade and hitting home as many attacks as possible. On the other hand, if there's too much distance, affinity weakens, which will weaken a driver in return. Keep Rex's affinity with Pyra in mind when fighting Malus.
Blind spot.
Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Let's keep this up and we'll win for sure.
Ow! Why not?
Blind spot.
Rush down. Oh,
Why
no,
not?
you don't.
Thanks for that. Yeah!
Let's
Double
keep this up
spinning
and we'll
edge.
win for sure.
I like your attitude. Yeah! Ha! Sword bash!
Can't really get around him in this situation.
Blind spot.
Ha! Ha!
Now, let's show them what we're really made of.
We'll beat them with the power of friendship.
Just now, Pyra activated a special effect that boosts your accuracy. This type of in-game battle assistance is called Blade Art. Blade Arts are one of the tools used in the Blade's arsenal, and Blades will use them automatically during battle to support their driver. The better the trust between driver and Blade, the more support the driver will receive. As for trust, that's a topic for later. We can go into details when you gain a bit more experience as a driver. Right now, you should probably focus on defeating Malus.
Ha!
Oh, no. What would you have me do?
Ha!
See that gauge that just filled up? That's the icon for your special. Specials are among the most powerful attacks in a driver's arsenal, far outclassing ordinary arts. Specials are charged up by attacking with arts. You can charge up specials to 3 levels of power. If you use an art at the precise moment that an auto attack hits home, you'll charge up specials more than usual. When you do this, you'll see a success indicator. Also, when you use a special, you'll need to execute a button challenge. Follow the prompts on screen and hit the buttons at just the right time to multiply the damage up. Okay, so this is basically the game's chain attack. Attacking the enemy with a special may give you a chance to perform a blade combo, but I'll tell you more about that another time.
Why not?
Blind spot.
As you wish. Flame Nova!
Right, now let's talk about blade combos. After you assault the enemy with a special, you'll see a gauge at the top indicating the window of opportunity which equals blade combo. The possible routes for the blade combo are also displayed on the screen. If you hit the enemy with another higher stage special before the gauge runs out, you'll do much more damage than a regular special.
Why not?
The enemy's just been hit with a special. I'll bump up your special level just as once so you can try them with a blade combo.
Okay,
Hit it, no.
here we go. Prominence, revolt.
Excellent. Sword strike.
Yeah! Double spinning edge.
Summit.
Ha!
You're better than
Sword bash.
Blind hammer. Bash. Do it. Storm edge.
Hit it, no!
Sword
Flame
strike.
Nova!
Nope, I missed that.
Oh, no, you don't.
Why not? Thanks for that. Ha!
Rex, maybe you should slow down.
Nah, I can keep going. Anchor
Oh,
shot.
no, you
Ha!
Blind spot.
Much
Eagle
obliged.
Eye!
Why not?
Time to turn this around.
Rush down!
Sword bash. Yeah! Ha! Double
What would you have me
spinning
do?
edge.
Got
Hit it, no!
Let's do this. Oh, no, you don't.
Thanks for that. Ha!
Blind
Anchor
spot.
shot. Ha!
You need that?
Why not?
Oh, no, you don't.
Still.
Much obliged. Sword bash. Anchor shot. Ha!
Blind spot.
Yeah, I'm feeling stronger than before.
Oof. A little close, but I'm still getting used to this combat system.
You're good, kid. It's no simple feat to control the Aegis like that. However... Don't get cocky, you little shit!
Understood.
What? Get out of the way, Nia! Have you gone mad?
You're the one who's off your nut, wheeling on a child.
Nia, I don't think you quite comprehend your position.
I get it, but...
You're starting to piss me off!
Well, the action's well choreographed.
You're pretty sharp for someone who's only just woken up.
Pyra!
Takes me back to 500 years ago. What's the deal with that appearance? I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
That is our dream!
Then I have no choice but to stop you.
Pyra, watch out! Pyra!
Delayed flyback.
You're right.
More or less. Stop this!
Nia!
You're a tough one, kid. But there's only one way this can end.
Oh, shit.
What's that?
Gramps!
Gramps is gonna die.
Jin, still you persist. And is that Malos?
Azurda.
Rex, get on!
cannon! It's no use. They're out of range. Damn it!
They gave us the slip.
Turn around.
We're not chasing them?
The Aegis is awakened. That's enough for now. I'll have Akos hunt them down.
That'll have to do.
That certainly ramped up. Yeah, they do look really good. Save progress. Oh. At least in Japanese, the mouth matched the sounds. Makes sense. I mean, it was the same case even in Definitive Edition for Xenoblade 1.
So, Papunin wisely ran away for dear life.
Wise? Who wise now? You useless idiot! Why can Papunin not even die properly? What if they ask Banner to repay money?
Huh? Die? Repay who?
None of your business. Anyway, tell me where Rex and Blade went.
Rex, Titan, and friends ran away. Went to south of Cyclus Sea. After that, Banner knew as much as Papunin. Storm was very thick, so Papunin...
Papunin lose them, yes?
Yes, but...
And then run away like coward?
Yes, but...
Banner not wanting feeble excuses of Papunin! Just get back here! You got lot of work to do! Even pricey insurance Banner take out on Maelstrom go to waste. Still, how interesting. Heading southward from Cyclus Sea. In current season, that likely take them to Gormott. You, girl, get Consul Dougal on the line, immediately!
Yes, sir. One moment, please.
Why, if it isn't Chairman Banner! What an unexpected pleasure! May I just say that I admire how you rebranded those broken core crystals? And selling them onto the dunderheads back in Morardane. Absolutely sublime!
Banner did not call to hear pointless flattery. And blubbering about core crystals on unsecured line? Is Dougal some kind of idiot? What if Indol tap our communication?
Oh, of course. I'm very sorry.
Man, forget it. We got bigger fishes to fry.
Oh? What's going on?
Listen up.
The texture quality on those books.
Pyra?
Oh, thank goodness. You aren't injured at all, are you?
No, I'm fine, I guess. Where?
I'm not certain. We seem to have washed up on a Titan of some kind.
A Titan? Where's Gramps? And Nia?
Gramps probably dead.
We gotta find them. They can't be far.
Okay.
I'm sure you're itching to get searching for Gramps and Nia, but I should warn you, you'll probably encounter a few enemies on the way. You'll want to be prepared for that, so I better quickly... Okay. Among the things you'll be completing a battle, or you'll earn for completing a battle, are two important types of points, WP and SP, weapon points and skill points. You can think of these as a measure of skill that Rex has with his weapon, and you'll need them to level up arts. The same art will deal higher damage to enemies at higher levels, so it's worth strengthening your arts at earliest opportunity. Give it a go against arts. SP, meanwhile, stands for skill points. These represent how well Rex is trained in his battle techniques. They're used to unlock passive skills. Affinity chart. Alright. Let me take the chance to bend your ear quickly about driver stats. Every driver has a few basic ones, namely HP, Strength, Ether, Dexterity, Edge, and Luck. Yeah. Standard stuff. I don't have enough to do anything right now. I guess while we're alone, strength would probably be good, but I need 5 more skill points before I can do that. So that's going to be a bit. Thing there.
My usefulness has increased.
They've got a... Looks like they've got more of an automatic thing going on. Forget which stats they were, but some of the stat explanations just aren't true. That seems like a reoccurring theme with Xenoblade right now, apparently. I thought I'd be able to gather from that. There are 3 main ways to develop a blade: weapon modification, equipping aux cores as the affinity chart. Weapon modification is exactly what it sounds like. Yeah. Core chips, whatever. I don't have any. Affinity chart. This is the thing I looked at earlier. Aux cores, which are accessories, blades to equip. Perhaps this is. All right.
And hit! Let's show him a thing or three. Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, no, you don't!
Thanks for
Our
that.
emotions are in tune, Rex!
I like
Rush
it.
down.
Anchor shot! Ha! Ha! Why not?
You'll be here for 90% of the Xenoblade 2 streams. I'll have to see what my new work schedule is gonna be like. Oh, that reminds me. How do you tell which enemy is hostile or not in this one? Because I can't tell if these are hostile or passives. You can't? What? Why? Even the original version of Xenoblade 1 let you see that, didn't they?
Gramps!
It is good to see you uninjured, Rex.
How awful.
Hold on. I should have some herbs.
You are kind, but no amount of human medicine would suffice.
But...
Weep not, my boy. This is my fate.
I can't help it. Can I?
No parting is forever. We will surely meet again when the flow of the ether will set. The days with you were the best I ever had. Until we meet again, Rex.
Gramps. Gramps. Gramps.
I told you not to cry, didn't I, Rex?
What?
Rex. Rex.
Gramps.
Rex!
Small.
What? Gramps? How is that?
It can't be.
Use your eyes. Don't you recognize me?
Well, not really, no.
I am so confused right now.
Oh, he really small.
So you see, by maximizing cellular regeneration to retain all vital bodily functions, I seem to have reverted to a larval stage.
Well, that's quite handy. Must be nice to be a Titan.
This isn't something just any old Titan can do. Only one so advanced as myself. Rex, are you angry?
I'm not. It's more that I didn't want you to see me blubbering like a baby.
Oh, it's okay to be angry.
So, when will you be back to your old self?
Good question. No more than 300 years.
300 years? I'll be long dead by then.
I suppose that's true.
But what about my house? Do I have to live in the streets?
Perhaps this is an opportunity to fly the nest.
You mean pay rent?
Miser boots.
It's a massive extra expense. Still. Glad you're okay, Gramps. Oh, shoot. We can't stand around all day. We have to find Mia.
Mia? You mean that driver and her blade from before?
Yeah. They kind of saved our lives.
I do hope they're all right.
Gramps, do you remember anything?
I remember crashing through many trees before landing here. They probably fell off then.
That's not a whole lot to go on.
Perhaps we would have some luck following the trail of broken trees.
Good thinking, Pyra. Let's go.
By the way, Rex, is that a core crystal I see shining on your chest? Just what happened to you?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we need to find Nia.
Oh, now this makes a nice change.
There are certain guidelines that the game follows. If it looks like a herbivore, it probably doesn't aggro. If it looks like it wants to end your life, it'll aggro. Okay, so it's more design-based this go-around. So if it looks like it can and will beat you into a pulp, it's probably aggressive. Got it. If you have an up-down sliding window... No. I do have slider windows, so it's horizontal. I need to get one of those portable AC units. And I'm kind of tight for money at the moment, so I still do not have an AC. Switching to a new job does come with some issues, of course. Unique monsters will always beat you up. Well, they did that in the first game as well, so I'm not entirely surprised there. Hate left-right sliding windows. I don't mind them, but I do mind them when they take up most of the wall. I'm not even kidding, by the way. Like, I want to say at least a third of that wall is just window. I don't get it. This whole room is weird. It's shaped like a L-shaped Tetris block. They kind of do. The only thing that you can do is, like, the portable ones. Because they technically can be used to put in those kinds of windows. I already know what this is. I know the portal ones are not really window ACs. Yeah.
What have we here?
Logs. Yeah. I won't be able to get an AC for a while because I need to save money at this point so I can still have food. Things happen. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. It looks like something's blocking your way ahead, then blades... If your blades have the right field skills, you might be able to overcome obstacles like this. Try this game, that fallen tree.
I call upon the power of fire!
Wouldn't that burn the bridge too, or... Oh, actually, I guess it's metal. I'm going to ignore the tutorials from here on out, because they're all explaining stuff that's mostly, like, stuff I can figure out myself. Well, winter's coming soon, so if it gets really hot, soak your entire shirt and then wring it out and wear it. Ugh. But then it would be damp and gross.
Come out!
I'm not good with heat, but it's mostly avoidable as long as I
All in one piece.
keep PC usage to a minimum.
What's that sound?
I felt a ripple in the ether. Feels like a driver is using a blade in battle. I'm certain of it.
Let's go.
Okay.
My lady, leave this to me.
I'm not just gonna abandon you, Droma.
What? We're here to help. Mia!
Rex! What are you doing here?
My lady, now's our chance. Let's attack.
All right then!
Sounds like a great way to get mold on the bed. And America heat, it depends on where you are in America. It's like, it's too hot, the bed dries out very quickly. See, I live in Seattle, so it's too humid for that. It would stay wet the entire time. Like, and let me check what... Well, okay, humidity isn't too bad right now. It's only 46%, but yesterday it was like a whole 80. Yeah, I live in damp heat, which makes a whole difference. Ireland, it's 25 degrees Celsius. 25, that would be roughly 80. In fact, that's what it is right now. It's 25 degrees Celsius. That would be about 77 degrees Fahrenheit, apparently. Enemy is weak against fire. Okay, so the party gauge still works the same. So, for me personally, about 28 degrees Celsius and above starts becoming a problem. Not so much outside, but inside. Because Seattle... Like, here's the thing. Seattle apartments maintain heat stupid well. Like, right now, I have my windows closed and all that, fan on, and my room feels probably about 4 to 5 degrees hotter than it is outside. Trigger.
My powers will finish as you wish. No! Now! Let's keep this up and we'll win for sure.
Good. I like your attitude. Why not? Ha! Ha!
Eagle Eye!
Okay, so it's about, like, mixing it up, essentially.
Rush down!
Sword rush!
Our motions are in tune, Rex!
Anchor ship!
None of that.
Jaguar Flash!
Make haste and retreat.
Eagle Eye!
I gotta get used to the timing
Halo,
again.
Rex, maybe you should slow
Thanks for
down.
that. It's getting tough.
Give the word and I will unleash my fire. Now, let's show them what we're really made of.
Sword bash!
Just give me
Anchor
that
shot! Ha!
Let us make use of it now.
Ha! Why not?
My powers will finish this.
Gotcha!
Healing Halo. Check that out. I'm all set. Okay,
for it.
here we go. Prominence, revolt. Taste the pain.
Why not? Ha! Everyone's getting psyched.
We don't know I'm stronger than this, you know. Much.
Frog
much
defeated.
stronger.
So why you guys even... Well, I guess that's a stupid question.
Indeed.
Seriously, it's good to see you. And you're all right.
Right back at you. Hey, by the way, what happened to the big guy who saved us? The Titan.
Are you talking about me?
Wait, what? How?
That's sort of a long story. Let's get somewhere we can rest. I'll tell you all about it then.
That seems prudent. My lady?
Sure. Lead the way. I see. So you two are off to Elysium. Listen, I never thanked you properly. For saving us, I mean. Dromark said that you carried us all the way here.
We owe you our lives, Titan.
No need to thank me. After all, you were the ones who saved Rex.
Don't mention it. So, you Titans can regenerate. Pretty handy.
This isn't something just any old Titan can...
You can retire that line now.
Excuse me. I'd like less of that attitude. If you had listened to me and declined that reckless job to begin with, we wouldn't be in this mess. Take a nap, you said. Like I was some kind of doddery old man.
Okay, I get it. I'm a terrible disappointment. Look how sorry I am.
Can you not muster even a shred of sincere remorse?
Sorry, but I can't.
What?
If I hadn't taken the job, they'd have got their hands on Pyra.
Rex.
I couldn't let that happen. No way. They can never take her.
Hello there. Still awake, I see.
The grass is just popping in and out of
I
existence.
Seem to sleep. It's good to see you again, Azurda.
Likewise. Though you've changed a lot since last we met, Pyra.
I suppose I have. A lot's happened.
Yes, it has. I wanted to thank you for saving my dear Rex. And I need to know what you told him. Is that what you really intend?
Yes. It is my true desire.
I see. Well, that's good enough. I have no reason to doubt you, Pyra.
That said, I do have one other goal now.
Jin and Malos.
I cannot allow them to continue with their current course.
The fate of an Aegis never changes.
Right.
And you're going to get Rex mixed up in this? I'm not blaming you. No matter how hard you tried, that boy would find some way to get involved. I see half your core is missing. Seems you've taken on quite a burden.
Azurda, I...
Promise me you'll take care of Rex.
I will.
Right then. We should probably try and find a town or something. Does anyone have any idea where we are?
This is Gormott, a province of the Ardanian Empire. You must have seen the Gormott Titan before.
Yeah. Only from a distance, though.
We're somewhere around its belly.
So, this is Gormott, huh?
It's pretty.
Hang on a second. Nia, your ears. Are you Gormotti?
Well done, genius. Took you long enough.
Gormott is the land of my lady's birth.
Wow. Well, that's reassuring.
If we want to find a town, the first step is to get out of this forest. Keep heading up, and we'll hit the plain soon. The town's that way.
Brilliant. Let's get going.
with that all said, I think I'm actually going to call it here. As we've actually gone for about 3 hours. A bit longer than I usually do, mind you. But I am starting to get hungry. And I even ate before stream. So for the time being, that's where I'll hold off. I am enjoying it so far. I do think it's a little funny that, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels like the game is, starting me off in the middle of a story. So I do find myself, like, hearing a bunch of things, like, a lot of characters that know each other have pasts with each other and the like. On one end, it's good because it makes me curious to learn more. On another, I'm sitting here like, hang on a minute, what? But yeah, I'll definitely play more of it, hopefully next week. I'll have to figure out my scheduling with the new job. And then I'm going to be playing a game tomorrow that'll be returning to Ghostwire. But yeah, thank you, Index, Minty Cow. I think you were the only two that popped in, at least in chat. I did just notice that the chat overlay wasn't working at all. I'm gonna have to fix that up at some point. Don't know if I have anyone to raid right now. I've got an idea. Volpe Kaiser is currently playing Cassette Beast. I have not engaged with them a whole lot, but they seem pretty chill, so we'll raid them. And we'll call it for the night. Xenoblade. The Xenoblade is real. That it is. Hopefully, next time we go around, we can see a bit more of the game. Because we've been doing more scripted elements so far. I'd like to explore some. Alright. Get the raid sorted. And again, thank y'all for stopping by. I'll catch you tomorrow, unless something comes up. And I hope y'all have a lovely day. Ciao!